Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Peter Parker Comics here. Got some Sepultura over there. Got the doggo down there. Hello. Feed exit. Been on a Cavalier kick lately. Alright, yeah, so how's it going, everyone? Ugh. Welcome back. How y'all doing? Hope you're all alive still. Hope you're staying alive. Uh, 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 Staying safe. Staying sane. Staying occupied. Alright, so, my last few videos, I think, were Spider-Man related, if I'm not mistaken. I usually film a few videos at a time, and then I post them sporadically, sometimes out of order. So, I believe, yeah, my last couple videos were about Spider-Man crossovers and Spider-Man annuals, I think. So this next one will be a little what-if action. But before I do, yeah, so just kind of showing those off. If you want to see more annuals or giant-sized books, check out those previous videos. They're down below, or over there, or maybe hit the back, but I don't know. I don't think I'd have any recommended videos come up. I think you'd have to actually, like, you have to use your mouse, you have to click a couple times to actually find me. Mouse. I think anybody uses a mouse anymore. Okay. Prior to that, or after that, I posted some Spider-Man crossovers. And what I mean by that is like cover what I mean by that is anytime Spider-Man appeared on a cover that's not a Spider-Man title. So if it wasn't Amazing Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man, whatever. As long as it's not a Spider-Man eccentric book, whatever. Spider-Man led book. Where he's on the cover at all, anywhere at all, gotta have it. So I was showing my Spider-Man cover crossover appearances. I think I got from Inception, so like 60s to 90s, early 90s. So this one's something I missed. It's from 82. I don't know where I was sitting on. I pulled it out. I was like, hey, I didn't show this one off. So I wanted to show that. Yeah, it's a perfect example. It's a book that's not even a real comic. It's more of a... Well, the Fanico Chronicle books were more like... Each book, this one is it's all about Spider-Man. So that's kind of goes against what I just said. But those like fanzine type books, kind of like the comic reader, or even like Wizard. I count that. If Spider-Man's on the cover of Wizard once, I gotta have it. There's a lot of those actually. A decent stack. What am I thinking of? Amazing Heroes. Sort of books that might have like Super DC or Marvel in it. It's just sort of a advertisement book, kind of showing you like what's coming out soon. Similar to those, they're usually black and white, just like this one is. They're similar to the Marvel Age, I believe. Not Marvel Saga. That was more actual Marvel history. Marvel Fanfare. That's the other one. Marvel Fanfare. Marvel Age. You get a lot of those like coming soon stuff. Yeah, it's not like an actual comic in there. It's not canon or anything like that. So this one, I did want to show this one off though. It's a dope John Byrne cover. Feel the burn, feel the burn. It's pretty cool. The back cover is really sick. Fucking love it. Great collection of characters. Punisher together. Early Punisher appearance. Morbius. Lizard. And this is the only times I don't mind Lizard having teeth. I've gone off on many a rant about that. Lizards should not have teeth. Most lizards don't have teeth, or they at least don't have traditional, sharp laser teeth. They have those dull, rounded off, whatever. But I don't mind when it's kind of like snake fangs almost, just like the two front, or, whatever, top and bottom. As long as like front fangs, not like a whole dagger mouth like a fucking dinosaur. Ditko did not draw a lizard with teeth. Romita did not. I don't believe Gil Kane did after that. You get a bunch of cool stuff in here. I wanted to show it off, and it kind of ties into my what-if topic. I was fighting the original Fly. That's cool. Show off some of this stuff. Cool art there. What's another one of those books I'm thinking of? Vision or Visions? It's a book from the 90s that would be... You get like one cover here, and then you get a flip cover, just like this almost, but it'd be like a flip cover. And it was mostly all just talking about like interviews with creators, and this is coming soon, blah, 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 blah. Like a Malibu Sun type of thing. Bollywood. Some Spider-Man. Smile and Stain, nice. You get an awesome Spider-Man checklist here. composes like everything Spider-Man, gives you a lot of info on it. Fucking great piece to have there. Kind of like those Marvel, official Marvel Index books. Some Hembeck. Bah, Hembeck. Roger Stern. Some cool, like, you could get like unused art or fan art or conceptual shit. Cool piece. Spider-Man in animation. So yeah, I'm just showing off this book really quick to my diehard Spider-Man fans that haven't seen it. Debbie. Many loves of Spider-Man. Peter Parker, excuse me. Okay, yeah, this is it. Boom. What if J. Jonah... Wait. What if J. Jonah Jameson... His name is sort of a tongue twister. What if J. Jonah Jameson had been bitten by a radioactive spider? Good God, I cannot talk. What if JJJ... It's actually JJJ Jr. So you get another J in there. JJJJ Jr. I think that's one too many. Fuck yeah. But yeah, you know, I think the first page just was like Ditko. I think they go in order of the time periods of who was working on it. Ditko. Yep, there's Johnny Mita. That's cool. Some cool art, whatever. Yeah, worth picking up if you're a big Spider-Man fan. Go grab this book. Aunt May must die. Jeez. It's Fanico Chronicles number 5. But yeah, there's a lot of books like this, exactly what I'm talking about. So I will be showing off soon the rest of my Spider-Man crossover appearances. I don't care as much if he's in the issue, it's just if he's on the cover, I gotta have that. Cool. So yeah, I gotta do 90s to current, and God, that's gonna be another like 3 or 4 part video probably, if I keep them mildly short. There's a lot. Here's a lot. Especially like, oh god, if you get into the modern age of when they've been doing all these, Marvel's been doing all those gimmicky variant of the month, flavor of the month themes. So you get like Spidey villains was one of the monthly themes. So every title that month had a Spider-Man fighting one of his villains on the cover. So if it was Iron Man, it was Spider-Man fighting like Green Goblin, not Iron Man. He's nowhere to be found on the cover. Conan was Spider-Man and Red Goblin. I can't think of too many other ones right now off the top of my head, but I'm gonna say Iron Man's was, it was like Tony Stark Iron Man, and it was that White Rabbit in Spider-Man, I think. But yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of those, and there's a Spidey suit variant month. So every title just had Spider-Man on the cover in one of his costumes. Bit ridiculous. Mary Jane variant months. I'm sure a bunch of those had Spider-Man on the cover. I had to get it. Yeah, I've gotten most of them. That's the worst part. Marvel makes all this crap, but I keep buying it. Alright, so here's the first 2. I believe I have every Spider-Man What If. I even have the ones where he's on the cover of it, if it's like a Daredevil themed one. Like, I know there's a couple where like, what if Punisher had killed Daredevil and Spider-Man's on the cover? That's not going to be in this stack, but I do have that. Because again, it would just, to me, be a cover crossover. And go with those books. Oh man, I love this song too. Yeah, so, and what are what ifs, if you don't know? Here's a little introduction to what ifs. I don't know, go Wikipedia. You should know this by now. Disney Plus is supposed to even be putting out a what if show. I think it's going to be animated or something, but you guys should know what ifs are by now. Come on, guys, come on. But what ifs are sort of exactly what you think, you know. They're like what we comic nerds call Elseworld stories. Sort of one-off, one-shots, kind of a what if. What if this would have happened? What if you would have gone down, taken a left instead of a right, or taken the red pill instead of the blue pill, whatever. So boom, perfect example. What if Spider-Man had joined the Fantastic Four? Well, they would have been the Fantastic Five, duh. And maybe Uncle Ben would have lived? No, he was already dead. Because in Spider-Man 1, he goes to see the Fantastic Four. So it's more of like, what if he would have joined them then? But yeah, maybe Aunt May would have died. Maybe something else would have happened that would have been crazy. Maybe one of the FF would have left and been a villain after that. I don't know. You gotta read and find out. But that's the type of what we're dealing with here in the what if universe. I believe they're all told from this. It's kind of like a Crypt Keeper sort of thing, and each one has usually multiple stories. There's usually at least 2 to 3 stories going on there, or a couple little extra, like maybe goofy pinups, little mini stories, or something like that. am I trying to say? And I believe they're all told from the perspective of the Watcher. One of the Watchers. Uatu, I believe is his name. So, yeah. What if someone else besides Spider-Man had been bitten by the radioactive spider? Boom! We just saw that. What if Jameson would have been? What if Ant-Man would... Oh my god, what if Aunt May would have been? What is that other book she did that she was in? Wasn't it like, what if Aunt May were a Herald of Galactus, I think it was? Or what if she had gotten cosmic powers? Oh, that's funny. I think that's a Marvel team-up. But another one, the next one in line is this guy. What if Spider-Man had never become... What if Spider-Man had never become a crime fighter? Just noticed that this looks like fucking Infinity Stones. Cool, that's a good one. What if Spider-Man had rescued Gwen Stacy? So yeah, it's just that kind of junk. Something traumatic or important or big that happened in a character's life. They just usually a what if, like, well, what if that wouldn't have happened? What if the fucking Clone Saga never existed? That'd be good. Sorry, there's a lot of glare on that one. You know, like how it says, whatever you do, Spider-Man, don't save her. So usually there isn't some sort of consequence or reaction, cause effect that happens that shows that what happened was what was meant to happen. If the reverse would have happened, the outcome would have been much worse, or led to, them regretting it even further. So, better to have loved than lost than to have gotten to love again and then lost them even more brutally. What if Uncle Ben had lived? Boom, there you go. There's that story. I skipped this one. So I believe we're all still on volume 1 of What If here. Yeah. I think they've had 2 or 3 volumes. What if Spider-Man's clone had lived? And then here's a good one. What if Kraven the Hunter had killed Spider-Man? I have 2 of these. Guess why? Because Daredevil's on the cover. And I'm the same way with Daredevil. If Daredevil is ever on the cover of something, I gotta have it. But I'm such a completist that I also have to make sure I have one for my What If Spider-Mans, So, I also have 2 of... anytime, like, if Spider-Man was on the cover of one of Daredevil's What Ifs, which I think happened at least twice, I have those in my Spider-Man collection and my Daredevil What If collection. It's ridiculous. I gotta have doubles of a lot of stuff for stupid reasons like that. This is probably my favorite What If, I will say that. Just love that fucking cover, man. And I believe it's accurate. So what if the alien... what if the... just say symbiote costume. What if the alien costume had possessed Spider-Man? I'm trying to read words that aren't there. And I love the pinks on that. I love that's kind of a throwback to Secret Wars. You get the whole story, when he gets the suit, Richard's there and whatnot. And it's pretty right. I mean, Spider-Man already is one of the top tier, like second tier high up, second to the top, on the level of strength. I mean, who's stronger than Spider-Man? Very few characters. The Thing might be. He is. Colossus, I guess, just strength-wise. Again, he has to like power up to do it. Yeah, like Hercules, Submariner, Thor, Hulk. So there's very few characters, especially like humans, and especially on the street level of humans and mortals, whatever, that can compare to Spider-Man. As is, you had when he had the symbiote costume, he was at his like strongest. He was getting through battles easy. It was doing the battles without him. He was on autopilot. He was on sleep mode, and it was just taking care of it for him. And the more control the suit had over him, the stronger he got, kind of, in a way. So, and that's why Venom, Eddie Brock, who's basically mostly consumed, or fully consumed, is stronger than Spider-Man. He's bigger, whatever, unless his largeness has anything to do with Brock being bigger, but whatever. Venom is stronger than Spider-Man. So, it's showing, like, well, heck, what if, Spider-Man would have let the suit consume him, or not even if he wouldn't have been able to fend it off, he would have grown to being fucking, who knows how strong. But it would have, I think, rivaled something like that. Pretty close. Not even just kind of shrugging off a Hulk punch, a Hulk smash, and a blow from the mighty Mjolnir. That'd be pretty accurate, I don't know if he'd quite not bat an eye, but I just like the pink cover. It's cool. So that's probably my favorite What If. These two look dope together. Here's another 2 that look good. together because they kind of do go together. And it's a take on Spidey Annual, what is that, 20 or 21? So fitting that it's 20 and 21 for What If. And I think we've gotten into Volume 2 now of What If. That was number 4 of Volume 2. I don't think they snuck in another whole volume there without Spider-Man, so. Yeah. What if Spider-Man had not married Mary Jane, and what if he had married Black Cat instead? Cool books. I like the whatever newsstand direct edition. What do you call it? Corner box. That's more of up here, but you know what I mean. So those are cool. I like this one. Where Spider-Man had kept his 6 arms. Remember from the back from Spidey 100, 101, 102, the whole Morbius lizard arc. Well, yeah, what if Spider-Man kept his cosmic powers? That one actually is pretty dope. That was one of the first ones I owned. I was so confused because I had never read the Spider-Man cosmic era. I was like, what the fuck? When did he have cosmic powers? And it was confusing. But then it sent me down a rabbit hole of just, I don't know. I got most of these shortly after that. I was like, I just started becoming a Spider-Man completist. Because there's so much just Spider-Man history and lore that I wasn't aware of. Like, man, I gotta get all this. So one of the very first things I did was I bought a full run of Spectacular Spider-Man, like 1 through 200 anyway, and that set me off pretty good. And I got a full run of the McFarlane Spider-Man, and I've had a near full run of Amazing from the beginning. This one's cool too. So you get what if Punisher had killed Spider-Man, and then what if Spider-Man's parents destroyed his family, which is I always think is a weird name because aren't his parents his family? What if his parents would have killed themselves, basically? I don't know. Yeah, cool. Another 2 cool ones. What if Spider-Man became a murderer, featuring the Lethal Lizard? And if you can see him there, no teeth. What if that new Fantastic Four team? Well, what if new Fantastic Four had remained a team? It's about to fall. Oh. I always liked that team, Wolverine, Ghost Rider. Okay, cool. And this is this doesn't even count, but I have it. I like it. It's I think it's like What If 100 or yeah. Okay. This isn't the actual cover. It's like a pinup page in there that I spun around to look like a cover. But what if Sheep Boy? What if Peter Parker had been bitten by a radioactive sheep? You know, fuck it, I gotta count it. The villain, the wolf. I probably won't have time to get through, but yeah, I think it's just a different What If. I think it's What If 100, yeah, and it's one of the. I think there's a few kind of like What Ifs inside of What Ifs, just sort of extra little ads or pinup pages for possible like. We're not gonna dedicate a whole story or a whole issue to Sheep Boy, but it's a funny idea, so we'll give you one little goofy page kind of thing. That'd be one of those like assistant editor month. Goes at it. Now, these don't have boards, so they're getting dinged here, but whatever. What if Jameson had adopted Spider-Man? That one's cool. And then I got what if I can't even read that. Arachnomorphosis. Arachnomorphosis. Go. This one's cool. What if Spider-Man 99? The Men Behind the Mask. I wonder if this one has some of those things I was talking about. No. Well, 100 did. See ya. That book just fell. What if Aunt May had died instead of Uncle Ben? Oh, brutal. Jeez. And then these two round everything off. And they're pretty new. Definitely modern. So what if Peter Parker had become the Punisher? And what if Flash Thompson had become Spider-Man? So very cool, very cool. If there's any Spider-Man what ifs that you didn't see or that you have or you know of, let me know. Put it in the comments because I gotta get it. I haven't gone through every single issue, like any database online to double check, but through my years of decade plus of collecting, I haven't come across any additional ones. So that's what I got. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. If I find any, boom, I'll welcome them. I don't mind being wrong. I'd like to find more and build the collection even further. Check this out. This is a take on Spider-Man 106. And this is the UK version of that, Spider-Man Comics Weekly. Guess what? I got a big... Well, I just took them out of here. But I got a decent UK collection of Spider-Man books. And especially ones that where it's not even Spider-Man Comics Weekly or the... What's the Spanish Spider-Man story? Whatever. Any of those UK books. Just a Spider-Man. They did a lot of team-ups to sell more books there. So they had like Thor and Iron Man and Spider-Man together. And maybe it was a Thor one. But if Spider-Man had any little blurb on there or floating head, I had to have it. So, alright guys. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.